Hey there, my fellow networkers. This is Hector, and we're going to be discussing today is TeamViewer, Skype, and open source for Microsoft, which is Excel, PowerPoint, Word, etc. So, first thing we're going to be discussing is TeamViewer. What is TeamViewer? TeamViewer is a remote access that allows you to connect with a participating party, a team member, a customer, or anybody that you might need to help them with a computer question, a computer problem, or just directing them yourself where they need to go just to give them that extra push that they need. You don't need it, it's not mandatory, but I strongly recommend it. It's helped me a lot when I started marketing, and I think I'm just going to share this with you. Over here, TeamViewer, this is the web address. Oops, I didn't mean to cross that out. The web address is teamviewer.com. This is where that's at. This is how you download it. The screen, big button right here. So make sure you click on that button to download TeamViewer, and also make sure you have this lady right here on the screen pointing to TeamViewer. Okay, that's the very first step. You want to make sure you're on the right page before you download anything on the internet. Now the next thing you want to do before you download, let me take this pen out. First thing you want to do when you download, actually, you want to try, if you're using Firefox, many of us use Firefox when we begin, is you're going to click on Tools, then you're going to click on Options, and then you're going to select Always Ask Where to Save Files. This is where you want your files to go after you download any file, not just this one, just any file. It'll always prompt you to always save file. You want to make sure that's selected. And remember, you're looking on the General, and you're also going under Tools. So you find Tools. Your tools might be over here somewhere, but in my version of Firefox, it's over here. Just find Tools, General, and ask me where to save files. That's all you really want to do. So it's always going to ask you where to save it. I recommend putting everything on your desktop, only because it's a lot easier to find files, and then you find a home for it later. So the first thing we're going to do is, I already downloaded, so we're going to install it again. Download full version, it's free. Now a box is going to pop up, and it's going to ask you what would you like to do with it. And of course you want to save the file. You want to make sure you save file. Now it's going to prompt you where you want the file saved. Now this is another important key. Whenever you're downloading anything, if you're not going to follow my method, make sure that the destination is here. It's going to prompt you where the file is going to be saved to, and then you save the file name any which way you want. That's the file name for your file that you're downloading. And of course this is TeamViewer. Like I said, I already installed it, so we're going to go click save. So we're going to install it again, and it says you would like to replace it. Yes, I do, because I know what it is already. Then you're going to select right click, open file, open containing file. Few seconds come up, and you have another window that opens up that shows you where your file is at. You want to right click on that file. It's already highlighted for you. You want to run as admin. Next step is going to ask you if you like to install the file or run. So we're going to click on install. You see it selected over here. Click on next. Personal, non-commercial is where you want to select. Select that for you so you guys can visually see it. This is the one you want to select. Then you click next. Then it's going to ask you to agree. You make sure you check both of these boxes in here. these boxes here, you have to make sure you select them right here. Make sure you select these two files, then click next. You can click default, it's fine. How it's installing on your computer. The process is pretty quick and painless. It's under 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. And your file is now complete. When your file is complete, it'll prompt up another box here. We can close this out. And now a box has opened up, and now it's telling you your ID. This is going to be your ID. Everybody has their own unique ID, and it's going to prompt you for a password. This is how people can access your computer every time you have a TeamViewer open. Now, my current information is 4325. That was the last partner I worked with. So 4325, let me show you how it is now. Now I'm going to close it. So 4325 was my last operation, my last password. Open TeamViewer again. And now you notice it's a different password. Now the password changed because I closed out the program and I turned on the program again. My username didn't change, my user ID, so that's my new password. That changes all the time, so I don't want you to worry about anything at all. You can always use this. You can uninstall it if you feel unsafe with it. And that's really how simple it is to work with other people via computer, so you don't have to be presently at their house, and you might be able to assist them to run a program, open a video, save a video, something simple. Again, this is not to keep you with that person for a very lengthy time, but it's just to get straight to the point, get them started real quick, and then move on. You already gave them that push that they need. Now it's up to that person to go forward and do something else. Now Skype is the same thing. Make sure you do get Skype. If you don't have it, it's really simple. Get Skype, click the Windows operating system that you have, and install. If you don't have a username, add a username. If you have one already, just reinstall it by providing your current username and password that you have currently with Skype. The next thing is going to be OpenOffice.org. This is a substitute to Microsoft Live, Microsoft Office, for Excel, PowerPoint. If you don't have it, you can't afford it, this is a really inexpensive, free method of getting the same documents over to you and editing and uploading to the internet. So these are 3 programs that I highly recommend to use. One is TeamViewer, the other one is Skype, and the other one is OpenOffice.org. Make sure you go to CNET and get that, and that's the web address on the top. So you can go to download CNET, and this is the web address right here. And that's really it. That's really the point of this little video presentation, was just giving you options and tools that are free to you that you can utilize with yourself, with other team members, and a little bit advance you in going forward and becoming more of a trainer and a teacher, and explaining to people what they need to do to get a little further in their online business career. And that's pretty much it. This is Hector signing out.